Plumbing Q&A with Roger Wakefield. That's me. If you want to learn plumbing by receiving the best information, if you believe that your opinion matters, you want it to be heard, and you want to hear the opinion of others, look, I think you're in the right spot. And to be honest, man, you're going to learn it here. If you love this trade, you love doing what we do for the customers, I'm telling you what, you're going to have fun today. So as you can see, I have a special guest in the house. We are... Man, this is cool. Oh, wrong camera. We've got Kohler in the house. So today we're talking toilets. But not only are we talking toilets, we're going to do some giveaways today. And I said some. So we're giving away more than one. Luke, how you doing?
Good. Thanks for having me, Roger.
Number one, welcome to Texas.
Thank you.
It's been hot today. We've been shooting videos out in the back. And I got to tell you, it's kind of fun. And you know what? If you'll go grab my phone off my desk, if it's unlocked, I got to turn my cameras on. Man, I've got a cool slider here. And look, we've already got 61 people here, so we're doing good. I got to turn my slider on. I've got a toy that I love. And man, I always forget about it now because we hadn't had it for so long. But number one, happy Father's Day. This what? I don't know. Yep. So how's everybody doing today? I got to find out. There it goes. So I will get this hooked up. Did everybody have a good Father's Day? And number one, what about you? Did you celebrate Father's Day or were you traveling to Dallas?
I celebrated Father's Day a little early. I was there with my parents on Friday. Wishing my dad the best. So happy Father's Day again, Dad. Hope everything's well in Wisconsin.
In Wisconsin. Cheeseheads. You're probably a Green Bay fan, aren't you?
Yes, sir.
Oh, man, we got problems already. You know, it is what it is. We'll live with it. But, you know, the cool thing is we're talking toilets. We have been talking toilets out in the shop today. It's 100 degrees in Dallas. It feels like it says 105. I think it's about 125. We got a little wet, got a little sweaty, but we had fun out there. So I'm getting a few things taken care of right here, and we're going to get this puppy up and running. But how are y'all doing? Did everybody have a good, happy Father's Day? And man, what did y'all do? Did you get some presents? Did you get some toys? We're going to jump in the comments here in just a second. I see that we have already got a bunch of them going. So I'm going to jump in there. I'm going to turn my phone off so it quits making noises, which I should do more often. And we're going to get this puppy going. So now I got my slider going. So see, this is why I like my slider. See, it gives y'all a cool view. But let's talk Father's Day. First of all, I want to get in here. Dean already put it in here. It says giveaway link in the description. There will be 5 winners today. So we want to say thanks to the people at Kohler for letting us do the things that we do. But I'm going to jump up to the top real quick because I want to scroll through this. And I'm going to tell y'all, we're going to do giveaways different today. We're going to give multiple things away, and we're doing it all throughout the show. But you're going to have to be in here to get in. So there's going to be a link in here. I think Dean sent it to me. So I'm going to juggle my screens around here for just a moment and see if I have this link. Because if I can post it to the top. Let me just see if he's already done it yet because I don't see it in there. I don't see that it's posted. So I'm going to jump in here and see. Dane sent me a link right here. So I'm going to copy this link. And I say I am. Now I'm going to come over here and paste it. And guys, be patient with me. This is how we're giving stuff away. So what I'm going to need y'all to do is click on the link above. It's going to ask you a couple of questions like, number one, are you a plumber? Number two, what's your email address? We got to know how to get in touch with you to get your stuff to you. So let's jump into comments. Let's say hello to some people real quick. Tiana Roberts, number one, how are you doing? I hope you had a wonderful day and everything's going well. Guys, start thinking about questions that you have about toilets. The reason being, how often is it that you actually get to talk to somebody from Kohler and, man, ask why or what about? So it was neat. We were back there today and we talked about 3 different types of toilets. You've got your exposed P-trap, your concealed P-trap, and then a skirted toilet that I got to tell you was probably one of the easiest installs I've ever done. It was pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we see skirted toilets continue to grow in our category. So we want to make sure that we're making your lives as installers easier too. So it's not just a beautiful product, but also a beautiful install. So happy to create that video with Roger.
And man, and it's cool. So next Wednesday, not this coming Wednesday, a week from 9 days from today, y'all need to check that video out because I'm telling you, the install was great. Tiana's right. You've got to come 4 hours to say, hey, I'm first. But Tiana, number one, I hope you're still in here. But I appreciate you jumping in early. And yes, that is true. Yeah, you can come in early and then go get coffee and then you can be just fine. True 67, how are you doing? Car You Fix It needs some coffee. And Dean says, check the description for link. So it'll either be in the link or I think that I'm going to come right in here and I am going to pin it to the top. So you should now be able to go up to the top and pin that or the links there. Click on that link over to Gleam.io. It's a third party. They do all the drawing, raffling giveaways for us. That way, we can't give them to our dads or anything. Happy Father's Day to y'all. So, number one, what's temperature like up in Wisconsin right now?
It was about 80 degrees when I left, so a little bit cooler, but I saw in the comments it's supposedly 101 degrees there. So I guess I'm not missing too much.
You're not
today.
missing a lot.
No.
Yeah, so if it's 101 there, it's only 100 here, but it felt hot. Can you weld your water lines? I'm gonna tell you normally no, but yes, you can if they're process cooling water lines, chill water lines, stuff like that. Carbon steel pipe gets welded all the time. And I know that because I used to be a HVAC tech and superintendent on some big jobs. Mark Eckert, what's up with you? Red Dragon says hello to everyone. 101 in Wisconsin. Can't imagine what it's like down there. Now, do y'all have air conditioning systems in your home?
We do.
Okay.
We do.
I heard somebody comment the other day about it being over 100 in Seattle. Or they had gone to Seattle, somebody's sister or something. It's 100 in Seattle and they don't have air conditioning. And it's like, my sister had to get a hotel room.
Yeah. We got air conditioning.
That's nuts. Yeah, I could not see not having air. Rolling Rats is 7 a.m. here on Australia. My guys are currently loading the vans for another day of first-class service. That's what it's all about. Y'all sell a lot of toilets in Australia?
Not enough.
Not enough? No, we never sell enough. Shannon Blankenship, how are you? Good to see you in here. Joe Mendez, welcome to the show. Andrew Martinez, good to have you in here. Kevin Roselle says, absolutely. Sure did. Father's Day was spent watching over my wife post-surgery. You know what? You got to take care of them no matter when it is. Sweep King says, happy late Father's Day. Thank you very much. Look, I had a great day. My son came over. Some of the grandkids came over. I got to cook, which I love. I've got a Traeger grill. You cook out by any chance?
Yes.
So I've got a green egg and a Traeger. And man, I love to cook out. I really do. Will Martin says, thinking about leaving the Army and joining this field. Any steps on where to go? Number one, while you're still in the Army, that we get a lot of people, and I work with a lot of the military people on what to do when they get out, transitioning. Man, if you've got a GI Bill, you can use it to supplement your income. You may have to go through a DOL training program or a union to do that. But man, yeah, getting into the trades could be fantastic. Thinking about leaving Army, that was you right there. So, Will Martin, number one, thank you for your service. I do appreciate it. Is met in 1994 says, I'm in Milwaukee right now working. You brought friends in here with you, man.
I'll be back there tomorrow. So
there you
hold it
go.
down for me.
John Alvarado in Illinois, and Dane says the description is, or the link is in the description. So we got 60 people in here now, and we're going to start giving away some stuff here in a little while. So here's what I want you to do. Put in the comments, not just where you're from, but what do you do? Are you a plumber, pipe fitter, welder, plumber's apprentice? Put it in there, and remember, toilet questions. I mean, we've got Kohler in the house. And I got to tell you, I went up to K-Biz a couple of years ago, probably 3 years ago now. And I started to scroll through and find it because it's a neat deal. But man, y'all had like this black square bidet toilet.
Yeah.
And man, the guy doing the presentation was phenomenal. And I'm like, man, that is probably one of the coolest toilets I've ever seen.
Yeah, that is our Nume toilet, and we're launching a new one, the Nume 2.0, later this year. So it's got lights, it's got music, integrated bidet, everything and anything you don't need on a toilet, it's got it.
No, you said that wrong. It's everything you do need on a toilet.
Yeah,
I mean, those are the necessities. I mean, you know, I brag a lot because my toilet's got a remote control. How many of you guys can say that? That's what it was. It was the Nume. As soon as you said it, I remembered it. And I've got to tell you, it literally, I mean, guys, I'm a plumber. It's not very often you look at a toilet and you're just standing there and you're like, oh yeah, look at that puppy. It was one of the coolest toilets I've ever seen. And I made it my goal one day. I might have one of those. And this was black. So, I mean, that was just completely different. But I got to tell you, guys, check it out when it comes out. It is something. And I'm not even going to ask how much they cost. Like when you find the value in something, you're like, look, it doesn't matter. That's a necessity. But what I'll tell you, me at that time, I'd probably been plumbing for 36, 38 years. And when I look at it and I'm like, wow, it is pretty daggum cool. Taylor Schmull says, Roger, would you have any idea on why I smell my septic system outside? The vents are above the house and it's been pumped recently, giving an odor before and after being pumped. Y'all have septic systems up in Wisconsin?
Yes.
Do you? Are you on one or do you have one?
No, I'm on the city.
Okay. You know, and I don't deal with a lot of septic systems, so I really can't tell you. Man, I would call a septic company. I know that there's plenty of them around here because I've had to call them before. I would call them though and say, look, is it treated? Is it an aerobic system? Is it not an aerobic system? A lot of things to ask, but man, I'm the wrong guy when it comes to septic systems. Scott Golden says hello from Ohio. And it jumped on me again like it does quite often. So I'm scrolling back up to where I was. Roger, you smell good. Okay, so y'all, this is a scratch and sniff screen. So if you'll just reach up to your computer screen and scratch it and smell it, you're right. I do smell good. Andrew Lennis says hello from San Diego, California. And Josh Greenslade says my 8-month-old daughter and I worked on renovations on the house. She's a great little helper. I got to tell y'all, I thought I had the book in here. There's a girl with a YouTube channel called Little Miss Fix It, and she's a rock star. Actually, man, I sent a package out to her, so don't tell her. But it's pretty cool stuff. So, Josh, I think that's neat. Number one, that's how I learned to be mechanically inclined. My dad worked on vehicles, so it was pretty cool. Now, I want to take this over to toilets because I want to tell you about something that I saw earlier, and I thought, man, this is really going to mess plumbers up. But y'all have got a cleaning toilet that flushes water the wrong way. Now, we've got somebody in here from Australia, so you might say, no, that y'all are finally doing it right. But it swirls backwards.
Yeah. So we were looking at our Cimarron with Revolution 360 before. So instead of a box room style where you have the 30 jets going all the way around the bowl, we're moving more to a swirl flush. So imagine instead of 30 small squirt guns, you
I
got
like
a super
it.
soaker
I like it.
going around the bowl, making sure that that maintains it clean. So yes, you are right. A little different than what we're used to seeing, but really an improvement in how we clean the bowl.
So, my first thought is there's going to be a plumber somewhere that's at a party and he's going to have a little too much to drink and he's going to flush the toilet and he's going to stand there for 30 minutes looking at it and say, man, what's wrong with this? The thing is, he's not going to figure it out. I'm just going to let you know that. It was pretty cool though, because I looked at, and I mean, man, I saw the way it was designed and immediately I'm like, okay, this is different. But I tell you what else is neat. And you said y'all been doing it for a while. The concealed trap looking, because as plumbers we're used to seeing the trap comes out, it goes up, it comes down, it goes down, up, over, and then back down into the flange. And man, you look at this and there's just a bowl and then like smooth porcelain.
Yeah,
It's like, okay, wait, where's it going?
yeah. The concealed trapway is a really great hybrid between a full skirted and exposed trapway. So it's going to have that clean, smooth benefit we have with skirted, but it's going to install like an exposed. So great option for the installers out there that want to save a little time. Concealed trapways.
It is neat. It is neat stuff. So, number one, if you're in here, there's a link up top, and I don't even know if I can look to see. I think that I can. It doesn't even show me, at least right now, how many people are registered yet. Okay, we've got a few. I'm telling y'all, with 75 people in here, there should be a lot more people registered. So what I'm going to tell y'all is there's a link pinned up to the top. It is the Gleam.io there. If you'll jump in there and fill that out. What are we giving away today?
We got a couple different options, Roger. I brought with me our Moxie shower head.
Okay, y'all, we ain't giving that away. I'm just telling you, I know where that's going. Okay, tell me about this.
So
this
we got this
cool.
one for you, Roger, and then we got three
we'll give them away, y'all.
We got three for the audience as well. So this is a shower head, as you can see, with a Bluetooth speaker in it. So we partnered with Harman Kardon. So we got some great sound quality.
And this is Harman Kardon. This is not a cheap speaker. This is a good speaker.
Yeah. So you can keep it in the shower. You can take it with you on the golf course, throw it on the boat. It's water resistant, so you're not going to have any issues with that.
And this is cool. Okay. And then explain the shower head to them.
Yeah. So this is, as you can see, a ring. We're seeing more of that ring design. This uses our catalyst technology, so we are infusing air into the shower head as well, give us larger droplets, cover more area, and
help save water.
Help save water. We have a 2.5 option. We also have a 1.75 option.
There you go.
So
these are cool, and so this just kind of magnetic
pops right in,
and it just sticks.
There you go.
Tell y'all what.
Yeah. And we also have our Kingston Complete Solution. That'll be one of the raffles we're giving away, and then also the Irvine with Revolution 360 and continuous clean. So two toilets.
The Irvine is the skirted one.
Yep, that is the skirted toilet.
Man, I'm telling y'all, it is cool.
Yep.
If you need to put a calendar in your phone right now, next Wednesday at 5:30, not this next Wednesday, 9 days from now, check this video out because the install was easy. It literally it went in great. It was fun. It was neat to do. It was hot, but I'm telling you, we had fun. I don't have air conditioning out there. I've got to work on that. It literally got so hot, my cameras were shutting down.
Yeah.
So, we do what we can.
I think we'll have to have you up in Wisconsin in February.
Yeah. I will freeze then. Yeah. And, it's funny because I have been up there. I went up to Wisconsin one time. You ever heard of Fond du Lac?
That's where I'm from.
Okay. So I went up to Fond du Lac. There's a plumbing company up there, Ahern Mechanical.
Yep.
So I went up to Fond du Lac. I flew into Milwaukee, rented a car, drove up to Fond du Lac. I was supposed to drive to Chicago for another mentorship with a different company and then come back. Well, when I woke up in Fond du Lac, I went out, started the car, moved up under the overhead like the guy said to do to let my car warm up. And I looked at the thermometer and it said 0 degrees. 0. Now, I'm from Dallas. This last year is the only year, a year ago when we had the big freeze, is the only time I've ever remember it getting down below 0 or 2-0. And I think we got to -2. So I go inside, I'm letting the car warm up, and there was snow on the ground, but man, they had the streets plowed. It was good. It was nice. I actually might have gone out to a bar the night before to meet with some people there and visit and hang out. And when I saw it was 0 degrees, I was like, I'm not even going to tell you the thought went through my mind being from Texas. But I went in, turned the TV on, and I'm waiting for the car to warm up. And it said there would be 12 inches of snow that night. And literally by the time I got to Fond du Lac, I called my office. I said, if there's 12 inches of snow, I'm staying in Chicago till it's gone. Y'all might want to get me out of here today. So they did. They flew me into Denver where they had just scraped the runway and there were 6-foot snow drifts on each side. It's funny. But man, we got something cool in here. And I'm gonna move this over here and set it up here. And I don't know that y'all can see this right now, which right now I'm not real worried about it. I just want to get it up here. But I'm thinking that if I go, not even that camera, man, I thought, and got one there. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you something cool. And watch me because I make the magic happen. I'm just telling you. I've been here before. I've done stuff like this. Number one, and I'll jump back into the comments here in just a moment. But I want to. All right. So, yeah, see, now y'all see my point of view. See, this is what it looks like. There's cameras in front of me. There's my monitors. Here's all my control equipment right here. But I want y'all to check this out. How many of y'all have ever seen a cutaway toilet? If you'll put a me over in the live stream or put a me down in the chat, I'll see it. I just want to know because I've never seen one that looks like this. But tell me, what's unique about this?
Yeah, so some things that we want to point out here with this cutaway is we always glaze our trapways, whether it's our Kohler brand or a Sterling brand. We want to make sure we're glazing our trapways.
And that's the entire trapway.
Yeah, exactly. Unfired vitreous is going to have a grit to it, similar to sandpaper, and that's typically what's going to snag any toilet paper, any wipes that are down the system and lead to your clogging.
Female products.
Yep.
Anything like that.
We want to make sure that our trapway is as smooth as possible to prevent any potential for clogs.
That's pretty cool. And most companies don't do that.
It varies. I mean,
some do, some don't.
Some will do it on some lines. Some will do it out of certain factories. Some may or may not do it. So we do it whether it's our competitive Sterling brand or our premium one-piece Kohler brand toilets. So we always glaze our trapways.
I love that. Brennan Carling, Clyde Childress, great, good to see it. Brennan Carling says, any advice for passing the Texas plumbing inspector exam? Took the test about a month ago and only failed the illustrations section by a couple of questions. Man, I use the UPC study guide. I mark all the correct answers and go through it like a Bible. All I can tell you is, man, I really do recommend doing that. So we do have some people in here. No, and I'm not a lefty. But I've had both my shoulders operated on. I've had my right elbow operated on. I'm very gingerly picking up everything these days. Marcelo says, hello from New York. Good to see you in here. And let me see here. Okay, good. Lee Steele says, hello, I'm from Scotland. Love your channel. Thank you very much. Marcus and Sarah says, just passed the local 62 apprenticeship test. Only 3 people passed out of 32. Man, good for you. Congratulations. Tell me down in here, Marcus, where is local 62? I do not have all the locals numbered. I could look it up, but I'm just asking. I like this comment over here. If it's smooth, it moves. Yes, indeed. And hello from Germany. Dex and Alex, or Decky and Alex, do y'all have a lot of Kohler toilets over in Germany? Just curious. Local 32 plumber from Seattle, and then 62 apprentice from somewhere. Yeah, I heard up in Seattle, y'all got up to 100 here recently. It's getting warm up there too. Lakey Youngberry says, morning again. How are we today? 7 a.m. in Australia. Well, by the time I finally got to this, now it is 7:25 a.m. So we're trying to go through here, and we are visiting. Those of y'all that don't know, we've got Luke from Kohler in the house. Man, how long you been at Kohler?
I've been with Kohler for 10 years now. Started as an intern after my sophomore year. So I was a 19-year-old teenager, and I've been with them ever since. They've taken care of me. I've been product manager for steam generators, digital showering, kitchen sinks, and now I've been with toilets for a couple of years. So I've been working my way around the house.
You know what? Hey, learn it all. Learn it all, and they can't get rid of you. It's a good position to be in. I like that. So, what's your favorite thing about working at Kohler?
That's a good question, Roger. I got. I
Uh-oh,
mean, yeah,
we're gonna have to pause the
that's
video.
no, it's a great company. I mean, I feel like they've encouraged me throughout my career. I've seen how they've taken care of our customers. I can sell products confidently, knowing that it's not snake oil. It's I feel confident making a sale that we're going to stand behind it. If there is any issues, we're going to take care of it. So having that confidence, when I'm making products, selling products is huge, and just surrounded by great people. When I go into work, I know pretty much everyone walking out in that hallway and what they do. So, just like I said, I've been there 10 years and haven't given me a reason to leave. So I'm going to keep coming.
Man,
back.
that's a good reason to stay. I know I'm connected with people that actually have the last name Kohler.
Yeah.
That are with Kohler. So it's still a family-owned, family-run business, isn't it?
Absolutely. So
that is so neat. So James Smith says, "What do you call a room full of cynical plumbers? A skeptic tank." There you go. Joe from Robstown, Texas. Now we're getting into where everybody's from. Had a great Father's Day, Steve. Thank you very much. American Allied Dreams Plumbing in the field, baby. Hey, in the fields where we all should be. I love it. Are the rubber flanges better than the old wax rings? Man, I'm gonna defer to you. Do y'all play with that? The new rubber sponge flanges?
Yes, we typically include wax rings with some of our complete solution toilets. We've looked at those non-wax rings, and I think we've gone both ways. Most of the plumbers I talk to have still preferred the wax rings with the flange in it. But I think it often comes down to personal preference, and some, if you've had good experience with one of them,
It's what you get used to.
So,
Absolutely.
I mean, our toilets will work with both. So that's a good question.
Good. Are dual flush toilets any good?
Dual flush toilets, when I see a dual flush toilet, it typically indicates to me that it's a global design. The US market is primarily single flush, 128. When I see a dual flush, it's typically, something that's coming. And they're maybe making some tweaks to make it a US design, but we are predominantly single flush. 98% of our sales, I would say, are single flush toilets. And that's kind of the expectation. You're going to have obstacles with ADA if you're dual flush, especially the top mount actuator, because you need to be able to actuate a toilet with a closed fist and less than 5 pounds of force. So if they can't do that with the dual flush toilet, that's going to take out ADA applications. So we typically want to see our trip lever on the left or right side.
That's cool. I like that. Othniel Carbajal says, "Are you based in Richardson?" Yes, I am. Kohler's not. Kohler, Wisconsin, just so you know. Shannon Blankenship says, "How was your Father's Day?" We talked about that earlier, and both of us had a great day. He got to spend his day with his dad, not yesterday, but prior to.
Got my time.
Yeah, got your time, man. I had my family come over. My father passed away a few years back, but definitely think about him all the time. So thank you very much. Father's Day is always a great day because, I have nothing but fond memories. Am as Waldy says, "Hey, I'm 15 years old, but I know I want to be a plumber. What do you recommend I should do to get started at such a young age?" Man, start taking all the fixtures and toilets out of your parents' house and try to put them in like next week after you forgot how you took them out. That's probably not a good example. I was really joking. Is your parents have problems around the house? Ask your mom, can you have the opportunity to fix it? I've got a lot of videos. I'm really working on a video right now to teach you. Look, as long as you can turn the water off, as long as you can unstop your main drain or at least get it to where it's going outside, not in your house, and as long as You can turn off the gas. You can pretty much do anything. So we're going to see how this first drawing goes. What are we giving away first?
Well, the Moxie showerhead.
Moxie showerhead. Okay. So, man, now I've got to figure it out. And I told one of my guys to check with me, and I don't know that he did. So I want to refresh that. Competition. I've got to move this down for just a second. So I've got 31 entries right now, and I've got them all right there. So, man, this is going to be fun. Preview. I think everything is going. We got all that. We're good. So I'm going to come over here. And I don't, man, I'm afraid this is going to pick 5 winners. Edit. Here we go. I think because I'm only wanting to pick 1 winner at a time. See over here where it says 1. There we go. Winners. We're going to change that to a 1. So now I'm going to go back. Maybe. Hey, guys, we're having fun, just so you know. Okay, that's it. Now it still says 5 winners unpicked. All right, I'm going to edit this one more time. Trust me, we're fixing to give something away. It's worth it. Hang around. There we go. Backspace. 1. Got a prize. There we go. Update. All right, so it should now say a 1 in here somewhere. Winners right here. I have 1. Now I'm going to try to share the screen here because I want y'all to be able to see. And it may say a color toilet. It may say something like that. We know what the first thing we're doing is. And we know it's the Moxie shower head. Share screen. Let me see what it's going to let me do here. Okay, that one's blinking, so I want to click on that. I'm going to take a window. There we go. There we go. Y'all watch this. Y'all watch this. Man, check this out. So we're going to pick draw a winner. If it picks 50 of y'all, it's not good. 1. So ready? Here we go. We're picking draw a winner. Drawing. Who's it say?
We got Paul.
Paul Bonnie. Paul Bonnie, are you still in here? So, man, I'm jumping to the very bottom over here. If Paul Bonnie is still in here, man, congratulations to you. Now, I'm going to try to see. Matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and put this in here. Paul Bonnie, Bonney. Paul Bonnie. All right. So, Paul Bonnie, I put your name in there. I should have put, no, I didn't. Moxie. OXY?
XIE.
XIE. Okay. So, Paul Bonnie. Paul Bonnie, if you're in here, let me know. Let me know. And I can still get in touch with him if I need to, but we're good there. So I'm going to go back into competitions just to see, because I think I can do it again a little bit. And I just want to see if it still got all the people in here. And I have no idea to get to where I'm going. So somehow I will figure it out. Close that. Yes, we are having fun today. All right. So it doesn't say it's finished. So, and I don't want to do a new competition. So somehow, some way, I will find a way to get back in there. Is Paul Bonnie in here? I see Sean Strong. Brothers in the house. Says, is Kohler still doing 3-bolt tanks, or are they getting away from that and doing more 2-bolt tanks?
a good question, Sean. The majority of our toilets right now are 3-bolt. We do still have some that are 2-bolt, like our Cimarron. You know, talking to plumbers, it seems like there's a mixed, you know, feedback on that. So we don't want to move entirely to one. You know, I'd be interested in the comments. What do you guys think? 2-bolt, 3-bolt? What the preference is there? But you know, with the 3-bolt, we do get a little more stability. If we have any leaners, people that are leaning back on the toilet tank, it helps, you know, neutralize that lean back. Believe it or not, people do use it as a recliner sometimes. But we do have both. Because I think no two plumbers are the same, no two installers are the same. So we want to make sure you guys have options out there.
Mm-hmm. And Sean says, you know, to be honest, says I really do like the two. I saw that. Let me jump back up to it. First of all, Jason says not present equals never happened. Man, I'm trying to figure out how to get it to draw again. That way we can do another drawing here in about 10 minutes. Raphael to Sean, 8-bolt tanks. There you go.
8-bolt. Oh, there we go.
There you go.
Take that one back.
Yeah. That would be fun.
Would you like to install 8-bolts every time?
Roger, no. Got tuber turds in the house? Yes, we do. Raphael says, yeah, Sean says no. 2-bolt. Have a question, Roger. One of my toilets is not flushing properly. Took it apart and nothing is inside or blocked or clogged. Here's what I would tell you. If you think the problem's in the toilet, take your toilet, put it up on a bucket and hold it and try and flush it and see if everything comes out. That, man, look here. Man, this is kind of nice. I'm going to open up my little camera here. So if you've got something trapped down inside here that you can't get to and can't see, I mean, if you could run a closet auger down there, you'll be able to see it or be able to get to it and push it out. But as you can tell, it could be in there and you're not able to see it, not able to get to it. There could be problems in there. If it's down in the lead bin below, now when you say it won't flush though, that's
flushes very slowly.
Yeah, is it flushing slow because it's clogged?
Yeah.
Roger acknowledge me. There you go.
Yeah, I think another area you could check if you don't think it's, you know, in the outlet itself is the sump. Is there anything? Sorry.
Yeah.
Bad.
Yeah. Is there anything down at the bottom that could be restricting it?
Yeah.
Where'd it go? 2-bolt. Okay. Anyway, man, get a new toilet. I got some Kohlers back here. Put your name in the list. Maybe you'll want a toilet. 3-bolt or more is best. There you go. 2-bolt. Yes, you got to acknowledge, man, you are fantastic. You have people in America that poop facing the tank. Don't know who does that, but okay. Jose, man, you saw the toilet there. Have you tried? Says you tried taking it apart. One of your toilets is not flushing properly. Man, it could be a bunch of different things. That's a very broad statement. You have people in America, tank with, I've broken a tank with over tightening. Does that happen a lot?
It does happen from time to time,
but not a lot.
Not a lot. If you think you're putting too much pressure, you probably are. Just exercise some caution. You don't want to use any, power tools or anything when you're tightening. Just hand tighten and then make it with a socket wrench, put the finishing touches on. But
all right, I am trying to look here to see how to give out another do another giveaway and get in here and see if I can do a drawing again. And that says announcement and widgets, but I don't want to do it. I want to create a new one. There you go.
I'll send you a different link to a different giveaway because when you switch the amount of winners on there to one,
okay,
there's a way that you draw the winner and then you can do one at a time.
Okay, perfect. So you're sending me a new link?
Yes, so I sent it to your email.
Okay, perfect. So we're going to post a new link, guys. I messed up. I know that surprises y'all. I don't think I've ever done that before. So I am taking the new link right now and I'm going into YouTube. So all you people that were in here earlier and posted your link, there's a new one. And I'm fixing to pin it. Replace pinned image. So we've got a new one up there now.
And I specified the prizes. So there's an Irvine toilet and a whatever the other name was, and then the two winners for the Moxie.
No, one Moxie and
There's
We got 3 Moxies we're giving away. Gave one away
Okay.
already, and then we got a Irvine toilet. and
good deal.
fixing-
So we're going to give away 2 more Moxies to make sure I'm doing things right. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it, Dean. So we're going to do, man, what did I do here? I did not. Oh, man. That was fun. I guess that's my YouTube. Man, my YouTube's looking good. There we go. Okay, so I got the new Gleam link in there, the Gleam.io link. Have y'all got any plumbing questions? If you do, put a Q in front of it. We'll look over here in the live stream. Luke can kind of watch those go by. Does Kohler warranty against cracks in your toilet caused by poor casting, or heavy friends using it? I think if you got heavy friends, you just need to build a structure around it to kind of take some of the load off.
So we do have a limited lifetime on the vitreous. So if there is a manufacturing defect or a crack, no matter when you discover it, that is covered under it. Heavy friends, that is not clearly stated.
Not yeah. You want to keep your heavy friends off of it, because no matter what brand it is, if they set on it, it cracks and it hurts themselves, they're going to find a way to say that's your fault.
Toilets are surprisingly strong.
How much are they rated for?
1,200 pounds
To set on it.
for a freestanding, a static load of 1,200 pounds. So
Hey, is your heavy friend over 1,200 pounds? I'm just saying, I want pictures. Put it on the subreddit. I'm just saying that's a lot of weight for a toilet.
yeah.
I mean, that's like 6 of me on it.
So
It's a lot of folks. Okay, so Jose said it flushes very slowly. Then you've probably, look right below it. Bad venting. Could be weak jets, not forcing enough water. Make sure the weep holes are all clear. Flushes, but it's slow and it's like it's weak. Man, buy a stronger toilet. Buy a tougher toilet. Might have to leave. Wife's about to pick me up. Sweep King, have fun. Had to pull toilets and urinals from mint wrappers stuck from the flange to the drain. Man, what's the weirdest thing you've ever heard of somebody flushing down the toilet?
that's a good question. I mean,
There's
you
got to
got
be.
kids, you got crayons, you got
Man,
Army soldiers, whatever they can get their hands on, and flushing down. So, I mean, I'm curious, what is the weirdest thing that you guys have pulled out of a toilet, or I should caution that a little bit, but
I mean,
it's just
don't
see.
caution it. Come on, we're good. Okay, we got a super chat there from Ghost X22, the official channel of Shark Bites. Well, man, if you saw my video the other day, y'all need to look at my video for Friday. It's not Shark Bite. It actually got outdone. Sorry about that, but quick fitting, man, I went and tested it. It works. But I want y'all to remember this video is sponsored by Ferguson, and Ferguson makes it why we can bring people like Kohler in here and do stuff like this. So thanks to Ferguson. If you're not in it yet, go to the Ferguson Facebook group and go to ferguson.com. You can get the toilets here. Go to kohler.com and find out about all the cool toilets. Now, I got to tell you, how long's Kohler been making toilets?
We've been
Longer than 10 years when you
longer
started?
than 10 years.
Okay, just
That
check
was
it.
before my time, but I mean, we started in 1873 as a company, and our first product was a bathtub. We took a hog scalder, so that envision a bathtub without legs, and we put some enamel on it, put some legs on it, and instead of putting, you fill the water and you were good to go. But that's a good. I don't have an exact date for you, Roger, but about 100 years would be.
And I was thinking about 120 years. I just didn't remember the exact date. I know, Sean, you're funny.
Sure, I'll get yelled at when I get back to you.
No, you won't. No, you won't. Y'all yell at me. It's my fault. I tricked him. I've been throwing numbers at him all day.
Yeah.
So, Christopher Rea says, Roger, does the mustache fix the leaks for you? No, I have to do all that myself. I know, I love that. Quick fittings, use on pecs, absolutely. Then 1994 says, what is one thing you want to see in a bathroom remodel, plumbing wise, like for toilets, sinks, and basins?
How many of you are, when you're doing a remodel now, putting an outlet behind the toilet? Yeah.
I tell people that all the time now.
Yeah. So we got the bidets coming, intelligent toilets becoming increasingly popular, but often limited if there's a power behind it. So it's a great thing to add.
And the tough thing is, no, wait, I got to get in here. Let me see what I've got going on now. Man, where did my giveaways go? My competitions. I should have 2 of them now. And now I don't see it. All right, here we go. I got a plumbing giveaway here. Let's see. I think this is the one here. I want to make sure. Let me see. Winners. I think I can pick winners. Here we go. I get to pick a winner. So I'm going to draw for a winner. Okay, so let's do another Moxie showerhead. That way, if I mess up and I got to pay for it, I can do that. So I'm going to click on, see if I need to archive them first. Okay, so I'm going to pick draw winners. Oh, winners to draw. There we go. Check me out. 1. All parties. Yes. Allow repeat winners. No. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen again. I really don't want to because I'm afraid I'm going to mess up. Oh, I guess I've been sharing my screen. Okay, so let's try this. Now let's share screen again. Slides. Oops, nope. Wrong one. Share screen and share screen. And I'm going to go to a window and we're going to this one right here. So let's see what it does. We're going to try this one more time and we're going to draw. So this one is also for the Moxie showerhead.
Mike Hennessy.
Mike Hennessy. Right. Mike, are you in here?
Get an upgrade.
Leave me a note and let me know. Yeah, man, I'm tell you what. I really love the idea of this because I've got 3 speakers in my shower right now. So this is really pretty cool. And guys, I'm telling you, Harman Kardon makes an amazing speaker. So this is actually pretty cool. And I'm going to change this here too and put Moxie right by it. That way I know it's in there. Mike Hennessy, if you're in here, do me a favor and say hello. And just let me know. And I'm going to stop my screen share. So Mike Hennessy, he's there. Yes. Thank you from New Hampshire. How are you? Welcome to the big show. We got angry people up here. Why are you angry, man? We only got 32 likes. We've already given away 2 speakers for your shower and only 32 likes. What's the deal? What's the best way to hook onto CPVC water piping? Man, can you glue a fitting onto it and thread it? That's my all-time favorite. But I got to tell you, this quick fitting I've been messing with, guys, it's actually pretty cool. So Mike Hennessy, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Zmet in 1994 says got a bounce. Peace out. Yeah, tell Dustin I said hello. Actually, I got to call Dustin. We may have dinner with him this week. Tell him I texted him and he ain't sent me a message yet. William Nunez says, okay, but do you have a subwoofer installed? I don't, that's my problem with the shower. I don't have enough bass. So I'd be willing to bet though this speaker is going to have more bass than what I've got in there. That's pretty cool. Jose Yandel, I will tell you this. If Sean Strong is in here, Sean, if you'll put a link to the subreddit and the Discord, You can take a video of that, put it in there, and man, we get got a lot of good plumbers in there. But Sean Strong's amazing. Looks at stuff. I know he commented about me today. I need to jump back in there. But here's the deal: when it comes to toilets, what are plumbers looking for the most, or what do you think? What does Kohler think? Are they looking for? And I love the modern technology because I mean, you got to think about this. With this glazed trapway there, if you can keep clogs from happening in the toilet, which is your smallest piece of pipe, you should never have a problem. I love the idea of the glazed trapway. Why is water going to go counterclockwise to clean better, or clockwise? Clockwise, yes, clockwise.
It's not necessarily the motion in which it goes clockwise. We also have a counterclockwise version as well.
I know. I saw the other one out there.
It's just making sure that we're covering the entirety of the bowl. In terms of what consumers are looking at now, they're taking, and they're fully expecting that toilets never clog. So now we're taking our step and looking at how do we keep that bowl cleaner longer. So when somebody uses the toilet, nobody knows they use the toilet. That's the kind of the new battleground, is keeping that bowl cleaner longer.
So now I'm gonna ask the tough questions. The miso paste.
Yep.
That you roll up to look like sausage, yes, or whatever it's supposed to look like. Now, where do you get that? Because I've been trying to order it because I'm wanting to have some fun with that.
Yeah, I mean,
we may have to talk offline, see if I can order some.
Yeah, we can
miso bars or something.
Yeah, miso paste, soybean paste.
It looks real too.
It looks real, feels real.
I don't know if it tastes real. I haven't gone that far. It's
They
made
might
out of
not.
soybean though, so
Yep.
it shouldn't be too bad. Kevin Roselle says, "Congratulations, Mike." Absolutely. Jose, paste that. Take a video, post it on subreddit at Roger Wakefield Posts. I think that I can actually. I used to have cool stuff in here. Had some banners. Had some links, and I used to have a link to our subreddit right there. So there it is. If you'll jump over the subreddit, post any videos, anything like that over there, and we'll make sure that we do what we can to get in there and get it taken care of. New technology.
Yep.
Man, everything plumbers deal with is changing continuously. And they don't know. I mean, guys, think about it. There's a smart toilet out there that's smarter than you are. With me, that doesn't take very much. Matter of fact, this one's probably smarter than I am. But I mean, think about that. We're installing, or should be installing, electrical outlets behind our toilets because of the technology that they have, the lights, the music, the heated seats. I got to tell you, my heated seat and my warm water bidet seat, phenomenal. Love it. But what all technology is coming?
Yeah. So we talked about our Revolution 360. We believe the swirl flush is the better way to keep the bowl clean. We have other cool features like our continuous clean. So we noticed that a lot of service plumbers probably realize people are putting chlorine tablets in their tank, and the issue there is it wreaks havoc on the insides of the tank. But people really like them; they're available everywhere. So instead of trying to fight what customers are doing, we try to make it a little easier. Yeah, fix it.
Yeah.
We have our continuous clean technology on some of our new toilets. So instead of putting that tablet right in the tank, you drop it in here. I broke it on the way in, so
I broke it, Kohler. It wasn't him, trust me.
So a little chlorine tablet, and what that's going to do is it's going to inject it directly into the flush. So it's not sitting there resonating in the tank.
So it's not deteriorating the rubber.
Exactly. But when you introduce the chlorine, it's going to keep that bowl cleaner 5 times longer, we say. So you're not going to have that same hard mineral buildup that tells you it's time to clean your toilet. It's going to kill the bacteria in there. So it does the job. And these tablets, instead of lasting 2 months and destroying the inside of your tank, they're going to last 6 months and be just as effective. So trying to understand how we keep the toilets cleaner longer is very important in an area that we are trying to advance further. But I think as we come out with new technologies, we're making sure that we want to make sure the plumbers have the tools they need and confidence to install.
So what does Kohler do best? what is it? I mean, and toilets are probably what you're known most for.
Yeah.
But I did a shower conversion
Mhm.
for a lady, a dentist. And I actually went in to finish it up after another handyman who wasn't very handy took a 1/2 inch water line and put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 shower heads on a 1/2 inch water line.
A little droopy, yeah.
Yeah, no, it was gonna be. Luckily I caught it before they closed the
Okay.
wall up, and I kept telling them this won't work. And they brought the other plumber in, and they're like, "Hey, why won't this work?" I'm like, "Well, let's talk about it. Did you check the GPMs? Did you do this? Did you do this?" This thing had 2 body sprays on each side. It was like a his and her, but it wasn't as, I mean, it'd have been a tight his and her, but that may be what they were wanting. But it had 2 body sprays for each person, 2 regular shower heads for each person, and 2 rain shower heads for each person. And the way they had it piped, somebody was going to get scalded all the time. And I'm like, man, this isn't even right. But I got to tell you, after I redid it and got to go in and test everything, man, these body sprays and rain shower heads, and I mean, just even the shower heads, Kohler makes a lot more than toilets.
Yeah.
And they do it at a very good level.
Yeah.
The body sprays, the shower heads, it was like, oh my gosh, this is really cool. And it was all recessed in the wall, so it looked really neat too. What all does Kohler do great other than toilets?
Yeah.
And I mean, man, the shower heads, y'all got me there.
Yeah.
It's like, this is neat.
Absolutely. Like I mentioned, that was my past life. I started in performance showering. I think to the question, the advantage of Kohler is we can do the entire bathroom, right? We got the toilets, we got the bathtubs, we got the shower, we got the shower enclosures, we got the shower basins, we got the lavs, we got the bathroom faucets. So that's a big advantage. Not every manufacturer does that. We also have a lot of different designs, and we'll have traditional designs that a designer can specify the entirety of the bathroom and feel confident that it's all going to coordinate well. And then outside the bathroom space, we've really started to grow in the kitchen as well, from our cast iron sinks to our Kohler faucets in the kitchen, and now we even have lighting as well, and water purification. So we want to be the #1 brand across the house, not just in the bathroom.
And water purification is getting big. I know that I've got a whole house water filtration system at home I want to rip out just because of the customer service from the company. I hate to say it's a good product, but I think their customer service and the guy that runs it are just horrible. So my thing is look for something new. But at the end of the day, I love that. William Nunyon's 3 seashells is the best. I like that. That's pretty cool. So we are going to get ready to do another one. And no, Jose, I'm not checking Reddit in the middle of this. Sean Strong, if you get a chance and you want to look at it, that's fine. If he's even still in here, I haven't seen his name pop up lately. Sean is normally out in the field working at this time, but Jose, somebody will look at it here in the next day or two and see what we can do. And it is almost back around. Let me see. I'm going to get to draw another one. And this one is also going to be for a Moxie shower head. Okay. And okay, that won't matter. So winners to draw. I'm going to draw one. And I'm going to hit my share screen again. And I'm getting good at this now. So I feel like I've been practicing, so I'm doing okay. And as soon as I say that, I'll blow something up. Y'all watch me. All right, we're going to draw another one here. And this is for a Moxie shower head again. Guys, if you're not registered, there's a link in the top. What name we got down there? Joe Mendez. And Joe was in here talking just a few minutes ago, so I'm assuming that he is still here. So I'm going to put Joe Mendez in for another Moxie. And that is pretty cool. Joe, if you're in here, please just jump in, give us a shout, say hello, how you doing, what's up? I know you're in here just a little while ago, so hopefully you're still here.
Yep.
Still there. Beautiful. So I'm going to go right here and stop sharing that. So good deal. So man, think about it. If you put brick around your house, you don't say, well, I want this brand brick here and this brand brick here and this brand brick here. I love it when you walk into a house that everything's the same.
Yep.
And this is one thing that I talk about a lot. And I really ought to do a video about how you can just walk into a house and do a remodel. You never have to tear into the walls. Most of it you could do. The only thing you may have to turn to the wall for is the shower. So you're doing a shower valve or a Roman tub or something like that. But how cool is that you could literally go in and give somebody new toilets, new shower heads, maybe a shower valve, open up the wall, change the valve, do what you got to do. But then faucets, toilets, the kitchen sink, the whole 9 yards. Man, you want to get, almost said lucky at Valentine's Day, but if you're a man and you're with a woman, you're lucky anyway. You want to make your woman's day, man, send her to a day spa and go home and change faucets and toilets and kitchen sinks and everything like that. Put a Moxie shower head in and have her come in playing a little Barry Manilow. Yeah. Barry White, something good, man, you're going to be doing okay.
I saw that the Kohler small engines got a shout out. I mean, I think that's one thing people don't realize is
the diesel engine.
Yeah,
yes.
we got engines, we have generators,
and been doing that for years. Because I remember y'all make Kohler engines for welding machines, or used to. Yeah, it's been a while, but yeah, I remember saying, I'm like, man, they do everything.
Yeah, we got some golf courses as well. We got
what
Destination Kohler, so we keep busy up there. Keep busy.
The guys got to have something to do. That's where they come up with their brainstorming sessions.
Yeah,
what do plumbers need? I don't know. We're out here in the middle of the field and I got to run the restroom. Wow. I just had an idea. That's actually pretty cool.
Giving you guys good reasons to come visit us.
Absolutely. So says, hey, Roger, just got in my local here in California. Super grateful. Not the best at math and had to study hard for my exam. How hard will math be in my apprenticeship? Never done geometry. Any tips? Here's what I'll tell you. Allergic to broke. I love the name. But here's what I'll tell you. Look, plumbing math really isn't that hard. The good thing is if you got accepted into the apprentice training program, they're going to teach you math. So if there's things you don't understand, talk to your instructor and say, look, man, I'm not good at math, but I want to make it through here. And ask them what you need to do. Ask them if they'll help you. Maybe they can teach it to you in another way. I was studying for the CPD, the Certified Plumbing Designer. And man, there was an algebra problem and I just could not get it. And I messed with it and I'm one of these people, I want to figure it out. Because if I figure it out, then I can understand the why. And I remember I went to the job one day and there was a engineer there. And I went up to him and said, man, I got a question. I can't figure this problem out. And he looked at it and he started laughing. He said, here's the deal. Boom, boom, boom. In about a 5-second conversation, he explained it where it made sense to me because he knew how I was seeing it. And he was trying to teach me another way. And it literally, by the time he finished saying what he said, I was like, oh my gosh, that was easy. Plumbing math really isn't that hard. So look at it. Figure it out, but ask people for help. You'll be good. Let me do that. Thank you very much. William Nunez says, are you saying Kohler made a toilet? Okay, so I didn't understand that. Rory Nelson, also, what brand and style of manometer do you use to check gas pressures? I have the old analog gadget style and a digital one that's expensive. The digital one sometimes doesn't read right. Man, I buy mine through HVAC equipment. I wish I could remember the brand name. But trust me, go to Ferguson. Go to their website. They've got them right there. Jackson Codburn says, what do you think about starting a plumbing apprenticeship in the DFW area? Number one, there's never been a better time. Are y'all having a hard time getting people? Like manufacturing, counter sales?
Yeah, we are We have a lot of job listings right now.
Man, everybody does. So here's what I'm gonna tell you. There's over 900,000 unfilled trades jobs across the United States right now. 900,000. It's not only a good time to get in. 5 years from now, plumbers are going to be making bank because there's not going to be enough to fill the positions. So Jackson, here's what I tell you. Yeah, get into it. Get into it now. Learn and be the very best that you can be. And that's easy to do because most people aren't trying to. They just want to get in. I just want a job. They just want to get in, get a job and a paycheck. You get in and try to be the very best, dude, your life is going to be amazing. William Nunez talking about the cartridge there that you stick in. So it distributes it diluted, but not enough to destroy it.
Yeah. So it's not, it's the chlorine is not sitting in the tank. Actually, good thing I brought all my show and tell here. It'll inject it right into the aqua piston. So
it goes right down.
Right down. So it's not sitting in the water, but still being distributed effectively during the flush. That would come in handy.
Absolutely. Zafael is the one talked about the engine. Says, Roger, when are you giving away the 75 horsepower KDI diesel engine for my sailboat from Lamborghini Marine by Kohler? Well, I'm putting that on my moped. So
I brought one with me. Roger already took it.
There you go. Sorry. He brought it in. I just carried it out and put it in the back of my truck. Roger, I think I did it, posted it, and it shows with. Good. Thank you. Jose, look, I promise you, Sean, somebody will look at that. We'll reach out to you. What was the requirement? 1 inch pipe? No, it was all low flow. And if you take the formula that, God, I don't remember now, 70% of it's hot water. Because I was also trying to size the tankless water heater for her. And most of them were 2 GPMs, I believe. We ended up running 3/4 up there and branching off, just like you would a house. But it worked out really, really well. Jose, thank you very much. Kohler shower valves, absolutely. Kohler small engines, Aquasana. What filtration do you have, Roger? I've got plumber's choice, and the customer service there is horrible. So, we had a problem with the unit that we installed. The owner of the company actually came down. First of all, he fought with my people and argued with them. He went out and told me, well, we don't know what happened, but it's not our fault. The installation was right. It messed up these plumbing people's system. We spent about 40 hours out there trying to fix it, and he didn't warranty anything. So we've never sold another one. But I've got a couple of different ones that I'm looking at. And Joe Mendez is here. Good to see you in here. Sean Strong, there you go. Thank you very much. And I'm going to scroll back towards the bottom because we're going to do another giveaway here in about 5 minutes. Jose said, let me check. Yeah, he'll comment with you. There we go. Here we go. Sean Strong says, Jose, doesn't look like there's a lot of water in the bowl pre-flush. Is there a tube going into the overflow to fill it? And is your fill valve high enough to fill the tank up to that overflow? And is it adjusted to the correct water level? That's going to be a big deal. What kind of problems do people normally call in and say, hey, we've got a new toilet and it's not working right? Yeah. Is it just a water adjustment? Is it normally something
that's typically the most common?
Plumbers, adjust your water level, right? It's normally that easy, isn't it?
It's usually that easy. Yeah, that'd be the most common and easiest to fix.
I went over and saw my brother Friday night for dinner, and he lives about 40 miles away. So I got a hotel room. I get up the next morning, turn on the hot water, and went and grabbed my clothes and come back in, and it's still not hot. So I'm like, okay. So I went over and turned on the hot water at the sink. It was hot. So turned it back off. Knew I had hot water up there, brushed my teeth, went back to the shower. It still wasn't done. So I called the front desk. I said, hey, y'all got some kind of problem with hot water today? And they said, no. I said, well, I don't have any hot water in my room. Girl says, well, did you pull the valve and turn it both directions? I'm like, yes, ma'am. She's like, well, are you sure you did it right? And I wanted to go there, ma'am, look, I'm a plumber. Come on. And I thought, ma'am, look, I've turned it both ways. I let this water run in 30 minutes. You want me to leave it running all day? I will. You can just credit me for another day. And they sent this maintenance lady up. And she comes in and she's messing with it. And she said, look, there's a stopper on here. She said, let me go get a drill. And I mean, she made 2 or 3 trips, but she got it, pulled the stopper on to keep it from going too hot. And I got to tell you, this water was freaking scalding. So I'm like, man, y'all got to figure out how to adjust that. And I started to go through it, and it's like, you know what? I don't want to have to call her back up and show her how to do it and whatnot. But I got to tell you, be careful, guys. Know what you're working with. Know how to adjust it. Know how to make it right. Whether it's water level, whether it's temperature, whatever it is. And we're going to go ahead and jump in here and do one more draw. Now we're getting into the big stuff.
Get into it.
So we have given away 2 Moxies already. 3
I
Moxies.
think 3, yeah.
But I'm showing here that, oh, you know what? It marked the first one as a Kingston. Okay. So we know that it was a Moxie. We know everybody's won Moxie so far. So we're going to do, I'm just going to leave it right there. Yeah, all prizes. So I'm not even going to show what is. But we know that this one is going to be not a Moxie because we've done those. So what we're doing here, we're doing the Kingston.
Yep.
Okay. And then the last one is going to be the big dog. All right. So this is for the Kingston. So I'm going to hit share screen again. I'm getting faster at this, guys.
You're getting good.
I'm actually thinking I might have figured this thing out a little bit. All right. We're going to jump over here and hit draw. And it is going.
Kevin
Roselle asked questions in here just a little while ago. Good deal. So I'm going to stop sharing there, but I'm going to put right down in here. Kevin Roselle. Kevin, where are you located? And I ask because I have a friend with the last name Roselle. Did I spell that right? I did. Rozell. Perfect. Kevin Roselle says, sweet, I'm in. Good deal, brother. So
enjoy your new toilet.
You're going to get a new toilet, and Kohler's actually, I don't know if they're going to ship it directly to you or ship it to a Ferguson near you and let you pick it up.
Yeah,
but
we'll follow up with you.
I'll have your information. Yep. And that's why we've got the email. So if y'all gave a bad email and I can't get in touch with you, man, Jeremy Howe's correct. Read the directions. Jeremy, thank you, brother. Good to see you in here, brother. So this is pretty cool. Artist formerly known as James Smith. No, you did not win, but thank you very much. Sean's got to think about it. That could take a little while. And Willie AB2 says, Roger, what do you think of the plumbing associate's degree in TSTC at Waco? Supposedly you're able to take the journeyman license. I got to tell you, I love what Texas State Technical College is doing. I love the fact that they've opened up their facility for the Texas plumbing exam can now be taken there. They built an amazing facility. So I'm just telling you, I really think it's going to be good. I know Jimmy Bibby down there, and man, he has put together a good deal. So it's neat. And it's funny because we were talking about that earlier about training, about all the product that's involved in training. And Kohler gives away a lot of stuff.
Yeah, we definitely want to be involved in that early process, the apprenticeships. What we were talking about before, if you have an opportunity or, you're doing a training or have a training room, try and connect with, one of our sales reps and just ask questions or anything, that Kohler can provide or do for us. I mean, we definitely want to help you guys out when we're able to. So just can't get if you don't ask.
No. And I love that. And that's literally what he said back there. He's like, look, most people just have to ask. Think about it. If you're in a training center, say you're in Texas TSTC, or you're in Local 100 in Dallas, and y'all need toilets to let the guys have in there to work on, to install, to rebuild, if y'all learn how to cut one like this, I want y'all to cut one for me. But think about it. Hey, Kohler, can we get some toilets in here for the guys to work in? They want to give you
Yeah.
toilets to teach them how to work on their systems. And to me, there's nothing better than that, because if you do get those, and think about this, if you're a plumber and you've gone through a 5-year training program and you have torn apart and rebuilt every Kohler toilet there is, and you walk into Miss Johnson's house and she needs a new toilet, what do you think you're going to sell her? Miss Johnson, let me tell you about the Kohler toilets. I love them. Here's why. Because you can take them apart blindfolded. You know what you're doing. So, man, my thought is, if you're in a training center as an apprentice, as an instructor, as a director, whatever it is that you are and you do, man, reach out.
Yeah.
Find out who your
Let
local
us know how
sales
we can
rep
help.
is. Yeah. Such a big deal. Now, you say reach out to the sales rep. Sales rep for Kohler or the distributor, or because a lot of times a plumber out in the field,
Yeah.
a sales rep may come out,
Yeah.
but now we're not talking to plumbers out in the field. We're talking students and
Right.
whatnot. But how would they find out who their local sales rep is?
My recommendation would be to talk to your local distributor, who provides Kohler products, and ask them, because usually our sales reps are dealing directly with the distributor. They may not always have the one-to-one plumber connections. So distributor is a good starting point, and say, hey, do you know who our Kohler sales rep is for the zone? We have an opportunity we'd like to share with them. So yeah, start with your distributor. That's a good spot.
And I like one of every toilet cut open like this one. Those of y'all that didn't see this while ago, I'm going to do this again just to show y'all, because I got to tell you, I know this whole thing here. Whoa, why'd it go sideways on me? Okay, well, we'll do it this way. I ain't bashful. So this is the Cutaway. And earlier he was talking about the Glazed trapway, which the Glazed trapway is where it comes in here, comes up around through here, back down, around and down. And Luke, why is the Glazed trapway such a big deal?
Yeah, the Glazed trapway is going to prevent any clogs from forming. When you have unfired vitreous, it does have grit to it. So think like a low grit sandpaper, and that's typically where you're going to see toilet paper or other products get stuck. So we want to make sure that we're fully glazing our trapways, whether it's our entry level Sterling toilets to our premium one piece Kohler brand toilets as well.
And look, I've worked on some old Kohler toilets. You can still get parts for them.
Yep.
It is crazy.
It's an archive.
Man, it is a neat deal to walk in and you see a toilet and they're like, look, I love this toilet, but I know I can't get parts for it anymore. It's like, oh yeah, you can. And they're like, what? It's like, trust me, we can get parts for it. That's pretty cool. Okay, Sean's going to think about it. Jeremy, I love that. Read the directions. Okay, Kevin's in Temple, Texas. Man, you need to connect with me about Master Networks down there. Man, I wish I lived down there. I'd be making bank. Bias towards Texas, need to recount. That's the good thing about doing it with this software. I have no control. I couldn't rig it if I wanted to. Jackson Coburn says, okay, what do you think about the plumbing program? Okay, I read that one. That one's good. Rugby league fan says, hey, Roger from the UK. I have an issue over here with older fittings, which are in imperial measurements, not our metric. Have you ever had an issue in the States with metric fittings? Normally when we have, and I used to deal with a lot of metric because I worked with George Fisher and a lot of high purity stuff. So yeah, I have. It's normally not terribly bad. It's normally not something that we can't find a solution for. It's just being able to get in touch with the right people to do it. Mitch says, we do new construction. I'm always happy when I see Kohler boxes on site. Easy install. And man, think about that, because as a plumber, when you walk on a job site, especially as a residential service plumber, you walk into a customer's house and they're like, hey, we did a remodel. I just need you to come install a tub. It's like, okay. And you get up there and it's made in China.
Out on Amazon.
And you look at it and you're like, look, I can't even, number one, read the directions. Number two, I've been plumbing 40 years and I can't figure out how to hook it up. It's like there's a hole in the middle. It's like, there's where the drain goes. Well, where's the drain? They said you'd figure it out. Well, it doesn't fit any of the drains we have. when you walk on a job site or a customer's house and you walk in, like those shower heads. I mean, literally, I walked in, I looked, I saw all the Kohler boxes stacked over on the tub, and I'm like, well, have y'all pulled the flow rate on them? And they're like, well, what's that? It's like, well, how much water will go through each head? We're like, well, we don't know. Okay, 2.5 GPM per head. It's not hard. It's not rocket science. And guys, as plumbers, we have to get out above or ahead of our customers. I kid you not, I went to install a tankless water heater that had, I think it was 7 max GPM at a, and I want to get my numbers right. I think it was a 40-degree rise. And I'm in here and I'm doing the math and I'm like, yeah, look, you're never going to get enough hot water. And she's like, well, I'm not paying all this money to have a cold shower. It's like, well, you are, unless you stand under that head, and then you're going to get scalded. So, it's up to you. She didn't like my idea of repiping it, but then when I explained it, she didn't like the idea of me not repiping it. But man, what I got to tell you is when you walk on a job site and you look and you see a brand, and that's what I do. I love that, Mitch. You're like, look, I'm not going to have any problem with this. The information is there. The technology's there. It's a great product, and man, it's going to work.
Yeah. And if you have any questions, we have a great customer service team as well. They're trilingual, so don't let language be a barrier. We'll take care of you. So yeah, we want to make sure that you guys are confident when you show up on the job site to when you leave, and know that you're going to have a product that works and not have a callback.
And the funny thing is, plumbers don't call and ask for help.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Homeowners maybe, but plumbers go, oh man, I got this. Hold
Next, you're
hold
going
my
to
beer and watch me do this.
You're going to tell me you don't read the install instructions either, Rob.
What are those for?
Oh.
I thought that was to lay on the floor to set the toilet on so you don't get wax on the floor. But that's what it was in the box for.
We can get rid of those.
Anaxagora says, I love you, Roger. I love you too. Thank you very much. Christopher Raya says, how about Kohler boot shaped toilet flange adapters?
Got one of those right here.
Watch there. See there?
Look at that.
Watch this. We played with one of those earlier.
Yep.
I got to tell you, and this was really an easy install. And for a skirted toilet, which we're going to be giving away here in about 4 minutes, this was cool.
Yep.
This was cool. Go ahead. Tell them all about it.
This is our Ready Lock skirted installation. The key things here is there's no drilling. So if you have expensive tile,
don't worry about that. You
don't have to worry about drilling that. You're just going to connect that. You're going to put your wax ring on, connect it to the flange. The nice part is also you're securing that wax ring ahead of time. So you're not doing a blind drop on top of the flange, hoping it fits and potentially messing with that connection. ABS plastic, very high tolerances on here. And when you put that outlet on, it'll create a nice, secure, watertight seal. We also do have 10-inch options and 14-inch rough.
10, 12, and 14-inch rough. So, man, they got it covered.
12 will come in the box. If you need a service part, you don't have to order a new bowl for the 10 and 14-inch installations.
I love that. So, Christopher, thank you very much. Bradley says the last thing I want to see is a Lowe's project source. Absolute truth. And look, there's a lot of things that we need everywhere we go. There's a lot of things that supply houses don't carry that box stores carry. There's a lot of things that maybe Ferguson carries that Kohler doesn't supply. Man, know what you need and know where to go to get it. And man, if you're taking care of your customers, get them the best freaking product available. Fort Worth Westside says, do you recommend putting silicone gel over the tank bolts in a toilet to help prevent rusting? I've never heard of that, but I got to tell you, you got any of the bolts with you? See, and he said he brought everything with him.
Almost.
No, the bolts that we use today, that they've got like a poly covering.
I was going to say we encapsulate our bolts, whether it's our Sterling brand or Kohler brand, so you're not having to do any additional work. They're also pre-installed, so you're not having to do that on the job site as well. Want to make sure that you guys are installing them and moving on to the next toilet. So we encapsulate our bolts,
and they're not going to rust.
Can't speak for the others.
Don Shrew says crazy rain today. So much water that a sump pump plus battery backup, both running together, shooting out an emergency exit on the side of the building. Still wasn't enough. Hate to hear that. Question: dishwasher. Kohler make dishwashers yet?
Not yet.
Not yet.
We did back in the day.
I
think we were one
remember-
of the
I remember
first
that.
dishwashers, yeah.
Jeremy Howell says sometimes someone installed PEX below the concrete floor with shark bite fittings. Not a good thing. Brad says I'm okay with sleeve PEX under concrete, but for the love of God, leave the shark bite accessible. Or don't use shark bite. I'm just gonna throw that out there. Brad Bradley, good to get to. Yeah, for when it fails. Price difference for the 10 and 14 compared to 12. Is there any difference if they order it that way?
So if they need a 10 or 14 inch, that'll be ordered as a service part. List price is about $50. So work with your distributor.
So yeah,
Quarter price here.
and Jeremy, rough it in right to begin with. I'm joking. No, we all walk in houses that it wasn't roughed in right by somebody, so I get it. Sean Strong says, you know who makes a terrible toilet? Ove. I hate Ove, and I'm here for all the Ove trash talk. You know what, Sean? Brother, love having you in here. Okay, so we are going to do our final drawing. And guys, I got to tell you, 9 days from today, Wednesday, you can see me install this Irvine toilet, and it's skirted and it's cool. And I'm telling you what, the tank, the tank to bowl, we installed the tank after we did the bowl. The tank was fine. The bowl was a piece of cake. It was like, oh my gosh. They've thought about it. They've got it done right to where it's easy to get in there and get it done. So I am going to jump over here, and we are down to one more winner. And this winner is going to win the Irvine toilet. I'm so happy. Jeremy says, asking for a friend. I like that. Can I trade the toilet for the shower head? Probably not. But I do like the fact that oh wait, Kevin says, can I trade the toilet for the shower head? You may be able to. The first one wasn't in here. You know what? I'll make sure that we get you the information where you can talk. And Kevin, you're right. First guy wasn't here, but we're gonna give away another one here. I agree. And Sharon Abol says, did my first pro press on the fly today. Ball valve wouldn't close fully. Love doing schoolwork. Anytime we're doing work where we can learn anything, it's great. Hey, there's a link to my subreddit. If you hadn't done it yet, go over there and follow us. And if you hadn't done it yet, give us thumbs up. I mean, man, this has been a good show, giving away a lot of great stuff. It's great to have Kohler come down. This has been fun. We've had a good day. It was hot, let me tell you. I'm gonna keep going back to that because it was hot today.
We'll see you in Wisconsin in February.
Yeah, it's gonna be and I'm supposed to be in Vegas in January, which that's a good time for
That's a good
Vegas.
time,
It's
yeah.
not too hot.
Kitchen Bash Show.
Yep.
See you there.
Absolutely. All right, guys. This is our last one. As you see, we're giving away the Irvine toilet to somebody who's in here. And we are drawing. And our winner is Mitch Goss. Mitch Goss, are you still in here? If you're in here, you better give me a shout out. You better say, oh, yeah.
Love to hear the positive comments.
You bet.
Don, Christopher, appreciate it.
Love Kohler Products, guys. Keep up the good work. Mitch Goss is in the house. Man, you got the good one. And Zephiel, I am not in Wisconsin. I've been up to Fond du Lac before, done some things up there. Look, I love it up there. It's beautiful. It's too friggin' cold. Sorry, that slipped out.
Yeah.
Here's the deal, guys. We get to have fun. I want to thank all y'all for what, man, I consider the greatest career I could ever imagine. I get to get in here and do the things that I do. I get to have fun each and every day. I want to say a special thanks to Ferguson for doing what they do. This is sponsored by Ferguson, and Ferguson makes it where I get to bring people like Luke in here from Kohler, came down and brought some cool stuff. When we opened this up the other day, my plumber's like, oh my God, man, I want to play with this. And we can't. or we could have, but I told them if they break it, they're going to have to find a way to make me one. So that kind of turned them off of it real quick. But look, Kohler's one of those companies that when you walk in, you see that name brand, like you said a while ago, look, hey man, this is good. And it is, it's fantastic. Was he from Texas too?
Yep.
Was he? Man, Austin, Texas, Temple, Texas, Corpus Christi. I think a lot of my listeners are in Texas. I'm just going to say that. I can't believe somebody put that in. Another winner from Texas. There you go. Zook B123. Hey, I'm sorry I didn't plan it. It worked out. I will tell y'all, invite all your friends that aren't from Texas into here, and we'll make it fun. Luke, I appreciate you coming today. I mean, this has been fun. When do you fly back, tonight or tomorrow?
Tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow morning. Good. So you're in town. You at least get to get some rest. Stay indoors because it's kind of hot outside.
Some air conditioning.
Yeah. Whenever we shot outside, it was 100 degrees and it felt like 106 is what the thermostat said. But to be honest, it felt hotter. TTU grad 22 from Murfreesboro, Tennessee. And Kevin Roselle, there you go, brother. Don't mess with Texas. And William, I like that. Thank you very much. Thank you guys and the sponsors. Look, the sponsors, Ferguson, Kohler, they make it where we can do what we do. I get to show y'all things that, man, we normally don't get to see. But the great thing about it is I also get to give away cool stuff. So man, we've done that, got to give away some neat stuff on the, not just this show, but man, we do it all the time. So if you haven't done it yet, go down to the bottom, hit the subscribe, ring the bell, and like this video. And if you know anybody in the trades, share it with them. Again, Luke, thank you for being here. It's been a blast.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Man, we'll definitely do it again.
Yeah.
And we'll have to hang out in Vegas when we're at KBiz together.
I think we can make that happen.
Absolutely. Guys, thank y'all for being here. Thank y'all for doing everything for us to where we can continue to do what we do. I'm Roger Wakefield, lead AP, helping you make more money in the trades.